Hi, Roger. Well, you know, in regards to your question and how the RCMP has shaped my leadership abilities, it's, you know, when I joined in the mid-70s, it was very much a paramilitary organization, and you know, and it was, you did as you were told. I mean, there was no, you didn't question why. You just did, you know, what was told, and it was, you know, so. You know, as time has gone on within the force, and of course, you know, as I spent you know, almost 30 years in the organization, that changed. You know, the mentality has changed, and you know, the whole training concept has changed. So it's a little bit more now of, you know, as I would put it, a kind of a why mentality, and which was real interesting for me. You know, in that environment, learning, you know, to try and understand how, you know, some of the younger generation, you know, deals with that mentality. And it's, you know, it's because that was just not an accepted thing. I mean, if you were told that, you know, walk through that wall, you walked through that wall. You didn't ask your supervisor as to why you were walking through the wall. You were just doing it because that's what you were told to do. So I mean, it's, you know, leadership, like I said, is it's changed over the years, and I think that you know, you know, even, you know, in my time here at the city, you know, there's been you know, a transition or a shift, you know, in that, you know, a little bit more of the questioning as to why, and you know, of course, the hot topic in a lot of people is the governance, and I mean, you know, who does what and when and why, and then so those types of things I think have changed over the years, and you know, and whether or not it's, I know the force has had some issues with it, you know, like in trying to, you know, kind of get back to a paramilitary mentality, because it's, you know, like I said, I mean, again, you know, I think maybe the pendulum, you know, had swung a little bit too far in one direction. Now to kind of bring it back to that, you know, that equilibrium, and so it's, you know, it's an interesting concept, and but like I said, it's difficult. I mean, of course, with the force, I mean, you see some of the issues that they're struggling with within the, you know, kind of the leadership ranks, and you know, and I think that, you know, municipalities aren't an awful lot different. I don't think very many walks are, actually. Yeah, I think you know, with the engagement process, Roger, like and Larry Pym, who was you know, a friend, and you know, I consider to be a mentor, you know, said quite often, and you know, it really resonated with me, is that, you know, the public chooses to engage on their terms, and I mean, and they will make the decision as to when it's right for them, and it's you know, that's a bit difficult when we try and get that engagement piece from people. We try and get people to engage, whether, you know, whatever medium it is, and yet, you know, that's always a difficult situation, is getting people, you know, I mean, we saw it, you know, in a couple of instances recently, and you know, that's what you want. You want people engaged, and yet it's difficult to get people until it actually, you know, affects them, and then they say, oh, okay, now I choose to engage.